What's up and welcome back, everyone. Today we are looking at shovels. Now, this shovel is on the market. This shovel is not on the market yet. This is a brand new prototype shovel from Cage Innovation. The guys up at Cage sent this down to us to borrow for a bit and to use. This is something they're planning on making, working on making, playing with the idea. We don't know yet if it's going to go into production or not, but we're here to test it out and to see if it can beat probably one of the most common shovels on the market, which is the snowplow shovel. These two shovels do the same job. They shovel snow, however they do it completely differently. They are in no way the same shovel. So you can't put them like apples to apples. It's comparing apples to oranges. Yes, they're both fruits, but they're both different types of fruits that taste different in the end, you know, the different. So basically, here's what we got here, all right? The snowplow shovel, been around for a while, great shovel. Fiberglass, this thing is awesome. This is one of my go-to, or this has been one of my go-to shovels right here for our shovelers. It's expensive for what it is. It's $55 to $60 depending on where you get it. But it's nice, the quality's there. I would say it's worth the value of having it. Now, here's the thing with this shovel is it's kind of a happy medium. This shovel is good for one thing, basically. I mean, it does multiple things. You can definitely do multiple things with it, but its one main purpose, what it's built for, is going like that, over and over again. And anyone who has shoveled for a long period of time knows your lower back gets sore, your shoulders start to get sore when you're doing this. You're pushing a heavy amount of snow out, and then you're lifting the shovel back up, and that shovel's coming off the ground again. This shovel's not super good because of the curve and how slippery this is for actually picking up snow and throwing it. It just all slides off by the time you get there. So picking up snow with this shovel, not super good. Now, this shovel, now keep in mind, you're looking at this going, wow, that thing weighs a lot, and it does. This one weighs 12.8 pounds, or 12 pounds even, and that snowplow shovel weighs 4.8 pounds. Whoa, hold up. Did you say 12 pounds? Yes, 12 pounds, okay? Now, the guys at Cage are awesome, and I have to thank them big time for sending me out this shovel, and they've helped me out with a bunch of other videos too, so big thanks to the guys up at Cage. They've got like the best customer service and just help I've ever received in my life with anything. Getting parts, stuff like that, just all around. Great guys. But this is a heavy, heavy shovel, and I can't lie to you guys. At the weight it's at, I mean, that is almost ludicrous. That's double what that snowplow shovel weighs. It is a heavy shovel. With that said, the whole purpose of it, like I said, is to not take that shovel off the ground ever. Let me show you right now. The whole point is to be able to do all your shoveling
slow down
without having to lift it up. Therefore creating less stress on the body. However, I will say we just tried to use it earlier in the full snow here, which is about 6 inches of wet, heavy snow. Not a chance. So as you can see there, the point of the shovel is for it to never come off the ground. Now if I was to shovel that same section of a sidewalk with the snowplow shovel, I'd have to sit there going like that every time it would come off the ground, and I'm going like this. And every time you're going like this and lifting, you're putting stress on your lower back and on your shoulders. And that's not good for your body. Now with that said, I'm going to show you a stretch of sidewalk at the same building, just a different area. Same width, pretty much same everything. Same situation, except instead of that 3 to 4 inch dusty light snowfall, we've got 6 inches of wet, heavy muck just sitting there, and a good layer of salt underneath to just turn it to like a slush and ice and just really make it suck. Alright, as you can see, that shovel is literally, and I hate to say it, but it's literally useless in a situation like that. You could sit there and lift it up and do that with it. Yeah, it would work just fine. But why would you want to do that with a 12-pound shovel? That's the problem. And that's where we can start to like narrow down and find out where this shovel is good and where you're going to make your money back on this shovel. If you are a business, if you're a homeowner, where you're going to save your back with this shovel. Basically, on that, anything... I mean, this shovel can probably handle about 5, maybe 6 inches of snow, might be pushing it, if it's dusty, light snow. Number one, as you can see in this clip, basically this thing comes loose every time you are shoveling really hard with it, pushing. The snap connector here needs to be tighter or needs to be put somewhere where it's not going to come off as easily. One of the next issues I have with this is the cutting edge here. The whole plan is to make this a removable cutting edge that you can replace, so that's the only wear item on the shovel. You're never going to wear out the rest of the shovel. It's going to last you a lifetime. However, I think that having another piece of plastic like this, like I'm saying in the video, like I said in the video, this shovel here gets a much cleaner scrape, a much cleaner cut. And you can see the angle on that plastic. Originally, this plastic, when you bought it, was just a square, blunt edge, just like you see on the top side. No special cutting edge, nothing like that. And it scrapes clean, and it scrapes well. I think a huge weight reducer here could be eliminating this entire section here. I think is just way too overkill for a shovel. And that's what Cage does with everything. Their snow plows, everything. They overkill it, and it's not bad. It's not bad. They overkill it, and the thing just lasts forever. It just doesn't break. You can't break the thing, which is great, except for now, you're using your body, which tires out very easily, to move snow, instead of a skid loader like this to move snow, which you put the big cage on there, whatever, it just goes. It does its job. You're not exerting your own energy. Shovel, you're exerting your own energy, and that's where you have to get crafty. That's where you have to get creative with it. But I genuinely think this whole piece here can be 100% removed and just replaced with another piece of plastic cutting edge like this, bolted on in place of these bolts. Just bolt it on and call it a day. Another piece of plastic about that wide. I think that's all it would take to do the job. Alright guys, this is a prototype shovel, okay? This is not on the market. It's probably not going to be on the market until next fall, maybe even later than that, if that. That's if they decide to bring it to the market, right? They got to figure out what it costs to make, all that stuff, and what it's going to be worth to people. So, comment down below by the end of this video if you guys think this is a good idea or if you think this is just a downright stupid idea. Mike, the owner of Cage, reads like literally all the comments on these videos we make of his stuff. So, go down there and let him know what you guys think of this product. Is it a good product? Is it a good idea? What would you change on it? But just by looking at it, what is your guys' input on it? I want to hear it. He wants to hear it. You guys could help develop this product. Go down in the comments and let us know what you think. Would you buy it? And if you were to buy a shovel like this, where it could be easier on your guys, easier on your back if you're running a company here, or if you have your own house where you just got to clear a driveway, if you were to buy a shovel like this, what would you pay for it? At what price point does it not make sense to buy this shovel? What's a good price for it? Let me know what you guys think. If you guys are serious about alleviating some of the stress from your shovelers, it is a good shovel in the right conditions.
And if you're smart enough.
However, it's definitely not the only shovel to have in your arsenal. For light snowfalls or cleaning up behind a snowblower, it's great. Alright guys, so at the end of the day, would I purchase this shovel here? How it sits, no. It needs to have 4 changes done to it. It needs to have different cutting edge. That needs to be changed. It needs to have a lighter, whole setup needs to be lighter, and I think a lot of the weight can be reduced with that cutting edge piece we looked at. Number 3, it needs to have different size options, which easy to integrate into it. It's just changing it and cutting the plastic widths. Number 4, it needs to have a more aggressive curl onto the plastic, onto the actual blade piece itself. That just needs to be more aggressive to roll the snow out more. If we put the snowplow shovel next to it, I don't know if it's much different. It's almost the identical curl on there. It's almost the exact same, but I think it just needs to be more aggressive because this shovel is so much bigger. Also, look at the height of the snowplow shovel here, how tall that is compared to how tall the Cage shovel is. Does this shovel need to be this tall? Could we cut this down right about here, move that roll down, and then reduce that much weight off the shovel? Potentially. Those are things that you just have to do or test out in research development phases to see if reducing that much off the top of it gains you that much performance and, you know, better because of the weight reason. Alright, so here it is. Time for the question. Would I buy this shovel? Would I buy it? And what would I pay for it? Now, if you were going to go to the next option after this shovel in efficiency, or like at least easy on your body, things like that, what would it be? You'd have to go to a single stage snowblower, probably a Toro 518 or the like. Now that's going to run you $300 to $400, plus you're going to have maintenance. Obviously you have to have a person to operate it, just as you have to have a person to operate this. Now on the snowblower you've got gas, you've got somebody that has to go get the gas. If you've got a large fleet of people here, or you know, whoever it may be, you got to go get the gas. You got to change the oil. You got to get, you know, new paddles on it if it's a single stage, those rubber paddles. You've got to get a new belt for it. You've got to do maintenance things. You got to check up on it. And there's always that possibility when you're out there that it's just not going to start, and you're going to have to go grab the shovel out of the pickup anyways and do that because something happened, spark plugs, you've got all kinds of maintenance things. This, as long as your shoveler shows up, as long as you're shoveling, you're there, you're good to go, you don't have any broken bones, whatever, you're good to operate, and you got a good cutting edge on it, you're good to go. That's all you need. So with that said, the snowblower, that's going to run you $300, $400, something like that. At what point does it make sense to just skip the shovel and go to the snowblower? If this shovel works ideally like it should, with those changes we had talked about made, I would say somewhere between $75 and $150 is probably a pretty good price point for this shovel. Maybe a little bit more depending on what's all done to it, what's all comes with it. Maybe if it comes with a second cutting edge, closer to that 150, maybe a little more, something like that. Because at that point, it gets to your efficiency. How much more efficient could you be, potentially, with a snowblower? And that snowblower, this shovel, like I said, 6 inches, 8 inches of heavy, wet muck, you're just not going to want that shovel at all. Don't matter if it's got those changes or not. Unless the thing's brought down to around that 4 to 5 pound mark, you're just not going to want that shovel. But that snowblower you will want at that, and it will still be usable. And that snowblower that costs $300 to $400 plus, you know, a gallon of gas every 8 hours, 6 hours, something like that, is going to be more efficient. You're going to be able to get a lot more work done, and it's going to pay for itself quicker if you have a month of entire 6 to 8 inch wet, heavy snowfalls. So part of it, I guess, would be looking at how much snow you get where you're at. How typical is the snow? Does it make sense for you? As looking at it from a homeowner perspective, if I own a home, I've got a small city driveway that needs to be shoveled or plowed or whatever, I'd probably just go with this all day long, because 30 minutes of, you know, hard work gets you good exercise. You don't have to go to the gym. You got yourself a shovel. It's a lot cheaper. You don't have to worry about the maintenance, gas, picking up gas, putting it in your car, storing it, all that. Buy the shovel. End of the day, much better deal. You'll be healthier, and it'll just be a better life for you. So, residential stuff, I'd just buy the shovel. If you're commercial, it's gonna have to be around that 150, 175 tops with a spare cutting edge in there, and any spare parts that you may need, little backup things that could break, which there's really nothing to break, just that wear item of the cutting edge. Probably gonna have to be around that mark for it to be worth it. After that, if it gets more expensive than that, I've got a feeling that no one's gonna buy it. It's just not gonna be worth it. It really is that much. I know you guys are thinking that snowplow shovel's 55 bucks, 65 bucks. Just go buy 3 of those for $150 and skip that shovel. I'm telling you guys, your shovelers are going to love you. You're going to love yourself if you're buying this shovel. It is that much easier on those light snowfalls. It really is. Like, I didn't go anywhere without it this year on the light snowfalls. I used it multiple times. In situations where we could windrow off sidewalks, where the snowplow would then come up behind it and clean it up, this shovel really is the cream of the crop. Like, it is a nice shovel. It saves your back. I'm not a big guy. I weigh about 150 pounds soaking wet, and I'm 6 foot. So, not very, you know, built stocky like that, not really made to shovel. So, it really is that much easier, and that's why I would spend that extra money to help save my back. The only force you exert is walking forward and pushing the snow. Alright guys, so there you have it. Basically, the rundown on this cage. Snowblaze is what they're calling it, shovel. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you subscribe, make sure you hit that like button. We got a lot more stuff coming down the pipe like this. We are transitioning into spring. We've got the equipment out. We are getting it worked on. We are getting it tuned up and ready to go. We've got a lot of landscaping, excavation videos coming your way. So make sure you stay tuned to see those guys. Till next time, we'll see you later.